I'm still posting to Insta. Hold. You
Oh
guys
my
can
god.
talk amongst yourselves.
Okay.
Hi, Sarah's here. I don't know if anyone is there, but hello, people.
Hello,
We are here for
Sarah.
the Facing Yes Live for Master of One by Jaida Jones and Dani Bennett. I read this 16 days ago today. Don't remember a single thing. I just read some reviews. Did you even finish it, Cecilia? Did you finish it? Did you do enough?
I fell asleep reading it. I literally fell. I'm not even. I fell asleep. I was okay. I was here literally 2 nights ago. I think I was like 100 pages left. Literally, physically reading it. Fell asleep. Woke up the next morning. And
But
after
did
that,
you finish it?
no, because I that
Well,
was a
it's
sign from the universe that it was just too bad to finish.
we have some tea coming, but I don't know. Do you say what this book is about? I don't even know. The book is about, it's supposed to be about this crew, not crew really, but like these 6 people that like find Fae relics and that they're the boss of them or something. I don't actually know. And then they meet and like become a team of people. And yeah, anyone want to start out with initial thoughts?
I will say
Initial
though, I listened to most of it, or like most of what I read of it at work. And I did was the most productive during that time because I just wanted to avoid listening to the audiobook. I was like, I'm gonna do literally anything else but having to read this book.
So that is your review.
It was so bad, potentially worse than A Dark and Hollow Star, which I absolutely hate. With a burning
Dark
passion.
Hollow Star's a previous book we read for Facing Yes, Erik.
I read
Oh,
so
okay.
hard in that live. I took notes. I almost took notes on this.
Okay, what about you, Erik?
Yeah, I gotta be honest. I was really bored throughout this whole book. Like, it did not need to be 530 pages or more. Like, I don't. That's an estimate, but I just no. I it like I was telling Sandra before we started. It took me 3 weeks to read this book. I'm a slow reader, but like, it still doesn't take me 3 weeks to read a book normally. So
531 pages actually, so you were
oh,
correct.
okay, I was really close.
Yeah, you were really close.
But yeah, I was excited because I've liked other Fae books before, but this one was just I don't know, it just wasn't it. I was just so bored.
It was kind of terrible. Because I think it starts out pretty like a bit interesting. Like he's in a dungeon, and then that sorcerer comes and put that spell on his heart, and it's like, if you don't do as I say, I will kill you. And then when they leave, in that moment, it just goes down.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
I felt the same way.
Yeah.
I thought it was actually pretty interesting at the beginning when he was like initially going into like the Fey runes to like go through all those traps and stuff to get that like mystery object. I was excited about that part and I was like, okay, this is pretty cool. And then after that, the rest of the book is like pointless traveling from place to place and they're like they're not doing anything. Like it's
Yeah.
so boring.
Yeah.
So
And
I was like, oh my god.
can we talk about the fact that it's supposed to be 6 main characters, but we literally spent like over 100 pages with one character before we
Oh my
introduce a new
god.
one? I hated it. I was so put off when we switched point of view. I didn't even know we switched point of views and didn't know what was going on.
No, it was even more annoying in the audiobook because there's already short chapters, right? It felt like it would stop in the middle of a scene and be like chapter 2 rags, and then 5 minutes goes on chapter 3 rags, 4 minutes go, and it just did that for the whole first part of the book. And so I'm listening to it and I'm like, oh my god, like
Yeah. Gonna look at the comments. Hello. Word Cecilia, the audiobook never put me to sleep.
yeah.
I often fall asleep while reading, but that's just when I'm in the train and not really the book's fault. Hello. I give 2 stars and remember nothing. Same.
Yeah.
Starting to think Fae fairies are not for me. I like some Fae books. Like, I personally enjoyed Cruel Prince a lot.
Me too. That was one I really liked.
Sarah Damas is very entertaining, even though her books are trash, but they are entertaining at least. Like you're not bored,
I think I've only read which one is it by her? The one that was like the retelling of Beauty and the Beast.
Court of Thorns and Roses.
Yeah, that's the only one I've read by her. But like I thought it was good. I think I gave it a 4.
Yeah, like it's entertaining, but it's not like, you know.
Mhm.
So yeah, there are good Fae books out there. It's just not this.
Sure. I've read an Enchantment of Ravens twice, and I really love that book. And that's
Oh, I
Fae.
love that too. It's
So,
really good.
There are good Fae stories. If you're
Yeah.
wondering that.
Yeah.
Video, you could be like make a video. It's like, this is the bad Fae books. This is the good Fae books.
It's a good video idea.
That is a good idea.
That's my next video. I haven't read it and I know what it was about. Well, maybe because you didn't read it.
Yeah.
I might be impaired with a Dark and Hollow Star. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I actually have a hair in my eye and it's very
Wait,
red.
Eric, have you read A Dark and Hollow Star? Oh, okay, yeah.
Is
It's
that
just
the one with
another
the?
bad Fae book.
Is that the one with the chick on the cover that has like wings and she's like holding a sword?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Is it supposed? Is it like set in Toronto or something?
Yeah.
Yeah. That's what I heard. I think
It's
it's actually on my
terrible.
wish list. Maybe I should take
No.
it off.
Like,
Terrible.
if you didn't like this, it's
You're
like
not
literally the same. No, it's not the same, but it's like the same vibe.
Okay.
Just boring. The writing's not very good. The characters are. I can go on.
The plot is horrible. The character,
Okay.
yeah.
Maybe
Either
I'll
way.
remove that from the wish list.
I'd rather stick with Jaida Jones Dani Bennett dragging out of fantasy books. Maybe those are better. Maybe those are better. I'm not hating on the authors. It's just this was not it.
Yeah.
Mhm,
Also, I
yeah.
saw a bunch of reviews saying so excited for the sequel. I don't think it's coming a sequel, but maybe it was supposed to. It ends in nowhere. So
Yeah, I thought that this was a standalone book. I didn't realize that they were like continuing on. So I was waiting for some sort of conclusion that you don't really get. So I was like, okay.
No, I just had Goodreads, and it doesn't show. And it shows that it's not like that. It's a standalone. It doesn't show.
yeah,
that it's part of-
exactly.
Yeah,
Exactly.
That's why I was like, we read all of this for that.
Oh, okay. I see.
Starts
The
out like
author-
Aladdin.
Sorry. Oh, yeah. The author commented on Goodreads saying they want to write a sequel, and even have over 100 pages of a first draft. That was about a year ago, so it could be different.
But maybe no
Should
publisher wants a
probably-
sequel because the first book needs to sell well for people to get sequels. But I will understand why no one would be interested in one.
I mean, it was part of a fairy loot, it seems.
Oh yeah. Okay. Wow.
Like a book of-
Okay. So I don't know. What do we got? What do we? I can't say sentences. What do we want to talk about now? Like in the story, anything we want to discuss? Do we want to go to spoilers? It's not really that much to spoil because nothing happens.
And all,
Right.
all of us ones didn't like it.
So honestly,
No.
like people are here and scared of spoilers. Nothing happens for the whole book. They literally just walk around and you get it.
Honestly.
And then
yeah.
we kind of get introduced to new characters, but we don't really get to know anyone fully.
Yeah.
All the characters feel like the same voice.
Yeah.
They don't stand out in any way. And I didn't. Yeah.
Like, it's funny when you guys said that you guys really, like, you were enjoying the first part and then it went downhill. I was not enjoying the first part. I didn't enjoy one lick of this book. Because I was in the fields, not the field scene, when they were going through the temple, and it was just not making sense to me while I was sitting there. I was like, not the main character, but Rags, the main character in that section.
He's the main character.
I would
He had
say,
a billion
yeah.
He was
chapters.
the main character, but he felt like very like stupid, like and the way is because he's a thief, right? And so in his thing, it's like, okay, they not recruited him, but like told him, all right, you're gonna go through this, and if you go through, you're gonna live. But he went a couple chapters at least thinking, yeah, they're gonna honor that. They're not gonna kill me. For like days, and I'm sitting there like, they lied to you this whole way. They kidnapped you. Why would they let you live after this?
And you're literally going through these traps, seeing dead bodies of previous people that went through these
Literally,
traps.
Why
They
would
straight up told you these were other people that they like hired on to do this job.
Yeah, they said
Yeah.
he wasn't like the first choice or the second. He said like you're a seventh choice or
Yeah.
something. So I don't even know.
Yeah, and I was like, why
Yeah.
would you be like, yeah, they're gonna be trustworthy on that field, huh? No,
Yeah.
like it didn't make it, especially because it's not like he's like a naive person and would like automatically, you know what I mean, like sees the good in people. Like he's a thief. He should know this by now.
Mhm.
Oh, and then he meets Shining Talon. And I thought Shining Talon was a bit funny for 5 minutes, and then he was not.
Yeah.
He was just he was really annoying.
Yeah.
I also think that they like made Rags swear a lot so that he seemed like a different personality, and like that's all he really had to differentiate him from anybody else was that he swore.
Yes,
Literally.
Yeah, I don't remember his role in the book after finding Shannon and Talon because after a point I feel like my brain stopped keeping up because I was so bored.
Yeah,
Pretty
I
much.
know. I don't feel like I mentally engaged with this book whatsoever.
Yeah. So I wrote down a list of all the characters so we could talk about them, and I literally cannot remember a single thing about the other characters. So then we have Innis Ever. I don't even remember who that is.
Oh, also, in the back of the book,
Yeah.
like I have the ARC version. In the back of this,
Yeah.
it tells you how to actually say their names, and
Ooh.
I was saying them completely wrong the
Oh,
whole
it does.
time.
Wait.
I don't know if it says it in your version. Does it?
It says it in mine, yeah.
Is that so?
So
no, wait.
Innis is like actually pronounced
Innish.
Inish.
Free.
Inish.
Innish.
Inish.
Innish.
And Syl is pronounced Sile.
Why?
I was not saying, wait, what was it? Some Harrel is Sorla or Sorl. Yeah, Sorla. I had no clue that's
You
how
know what
you
I
would say-
sometimes think personally when there's a fantasy names, people can just pronounce it whatever because it's fantasy names.
Yeah, honestly, like
Because I also feel like in a world people have different, like accent and dialects, etc.
Yeah.
So people would say your name in different tones and like what's it called? Like, you know what I mean?
Mhm.
Like
Mhm.
someone could say like I can't say a single sentence right now. Someone could say like Sandra, but someone could actually say Sandra, but it's still the same name. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? I wouldn't be offended if someone said Sandra or Sandra or
But like,
So I feel like it's people like in fantasy, it doesn't matter that much for me.
yeah, just for Innis to be actually Inish, like there's no indication at all that there's an sh on the end of her name.
But why
So,
not just take
who
an
would know to
H
think
there?
that?
Why not
It
just
wouldn't- it
take an
wouldn't do
H?
anything. Like,
Why
Like
not take
nobody's gonna think, oh, this is pronounced Inish.
nobody.
When they look at the
Literally
name.
nobody.
So I just found that kind of weird, but yeah, no, I do agree with like fantasy names being kind of like open to the reader's interpretation of how to say it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly.
Oh, literally, by the way, there was an audiobook I listened to where they pronounced a place in the world differently from one audiobook to the other.
Oh,
So, like, even audiobook narrators don't keep that consistency. I was so put off when they pronounced it like completely different from the first book.
That's crazy.
So, like, who cares? Just saying.
Can I also say one thing about Shining Talon before we go to the other characters?
Yeah.
Why? Okay, maybe this was just the audiobook, but he sounded so robotic the entire time. It was just the way the audiobook narrator made him sound like C-3PO from Star Wars.
mm-hmm.
And I'm saying,
Yeah.
I'm just like, he's a Fae, not a robot. And so for a second, I was like, is this a science fiction? Because I was having a moment, apparently, at the beginning of the book.
He's definitely written
made it
like
better.
his character,
Be better.
his whole character trait is how he speaks.
Yeah.
That's his character trait. It's like that he speaks differently than the other characters, like old-fashionedly.
Mm,
Yeah.
you're right.
Yeah. Okay. So back to the characters.
Yeah, Innish. I don't remember who that is.
That's the noble lady that Sarah
Yeah.
said.
She's like one of the daughters of the family that got like massacred at the beginning,
Mhm.
but she escaped with her mom and her other younger sister.
Yes.
Because I think they're. Are we in spoiler territory yet? Can I go there?
There is nothing to spoil. Just
Yeah, there's nothing.
Okay, so their brother, who was like part of the rebellion, got their whole family massacred.
Mhm.
And so she and her
Oh.
sister and her mom escaped, and they were like living on this weird estate in like
Okay.
a little no-name town.
Cannot recall this. Did she do anything important?
Well, she had all her silverware turn into a cat.
Oh, yeah, that I remember that happened. Kind of.
Like, what the hell? That's so weird. I was so confused.
I mean-
and then all of a sudden, this silverware cat comes crashing through the wall.
And you're like, okay.
But all of the characters were like master of one relic each. Didn't get it either. Don't even remember which relic they had and what they did. But yeah.
True.
Yeah.
It's like, it felt like Power Rangers, but worse.
Mel is like, I'm not going to read this. Good choice for you.
Yeah, I'm glad you didn't have to.
Glad for you that we had to suffer for you to not suffer.
Yeah, you're not missing much, Mel. You're
not. Okay, so we talked about Rags and Innis and Shining Talon, and then we have Cab.
Yeah.
He was an ex-soldier or something.
The like Queen's Guard guy.
Yeah. That's all I remember about him. Did they do anything?
None of them did anything. Okay, I just realized it just says Cab is pronounced with a soft VH sound, not a hard B.
So Cav.
Cav.
See, like how would you know that that's supposed to be pronounced?
Dude, I'm gonna say Cab. Sue me.
It's literally his name is C-A-B. So why would you think Cav?
Maybe Cobb, but like cat or I don't know. Whatever ways you
write the name C-A-W then if you want it like that.
I know, right?
Like literally.
Anyway.
Anyways.
It was like wait. I'm trying to remember if I'm remembering the right character. Didn't he have that like flirtatious thing with the other I see, this is where I'm confused because the person that he was like having this flirtatious thing with, I wasn't sure if they were a human or Fae. I kept mixing up like who was Fae and who was human because like
I thought Shining Talon was the last Fae.
Yeah.
The other Faes.
Yeah, I thought that was the last Fae too. That's why I'm like, what?
Yeah, there's more that gets introduced later on.
Oops. Sorry, Irish people, if we offended you.
Yeah, we're sorry. But in our defense, there's a B.
Yeah, like if it's spelled C-A-B, like I would
have said Cav.
Say it like that.
Yeah. Salty.
Yeah. Are we done talking about Cav?
Yeah.
Okay, then it was other character, Sorel.
Oh, this is the one that
Thorin.
How do you pronounce
I would say, by the way, Subherily. That's how I would say the name. Subherily.
Sorla is actually how you say that name.
Yeah, Sorla. But why is there hair in the middle?
I would say Subherily. How do you guys say it?
I just said Sorel.
I would say some Harley.
Yeah.
But not Sor. There's no R.
Sorla. My friend.
Sorla.
Like, maybe, yeah. So maybe the authors, like, are they Irish? Because, like, this is, like, how do you spell it?
No, but
Siobhan.
Fae myths. Fae myths is really, like, normally from Irish mythology, etc. Has origin. So that's why it's really, like, Irish-y.
Okay, so maybe that's,
or Celtic, I guess. I don't actually know.
Since they live in Brooklyn, one is from British Columbia and the other is from New York.
Oh.
So it doesn't say if they have any Irish ancestry, but
no.
And they're married.
What?
Yeah,
I know.
That was really cool.
That's cute. Don't mind the authors. That's not the problem here.
Yeah. I think it's super cute that they like wrote a book together. Like that's fun.
Yeah. They just should have written a better book together. That's all.
We needed another draft.
Maybe like since they wrote it together and they love each other, they couldn't critique each other as much as they should have.
That could be.
I guess you just love it because the person you love wrote it.
Yeah. Right.
I think the book would have been better if it was like 200 pages less.
Yeah.
Because they just didn't need all that unnecessary like traveling from place to place or unnecessary chapters of other characters that literally gave you like nothing to add to the story.
Yeah. And like I love short chapters, but the short chapters in this felt tedious. Yeah. Like we would stop,
but it's like
go in between chapters in the middle of a scene. And I'm just like, this could have been one chapter. We didn't need to split it up like this. Especially when it's the same perspective.
Also, like, we have multiple point of views. It says it's 6 main characters. You cannot have 6 main characters and then not a single one of them does anything, have any character development, has any role in the story. We could have had the same story with one point of view. It wouldn't have been any difference.
True.
Yeah.
And didn't we have, wasn't there like one single chapter for, I think the character's name's like Fallon or something? I'm pretty sure they had one single chapter, and I was like, why did we just give this guy one chapter?
Just looking through, I don't see any. I'm like, maybe I skipped it.
Maybe maybe that's just me like thinking something else. I don't know.
We didn't talk about Sorla. Like he was banished because he was the heir or something, had some powers, and he also, I saw a lot of reviews saying he had a disability, which I probably missed because
he had a crutch that he like used like his leg.
Yeah, he did.
But I thought his backstory was interesting that he was banished this whole time, and I thought it was interesting to learn about that. But that was it. Like,
wait, why was he banished? Did we ever get?
It was something to do with his powers because he was the heir. He like his mom had gotten like 20 kids or something, and he was the one with the powers to like be her heir. And then people tried to kill him, so he was sent away, I think.
Okay, I must have like blacked out this whole storyline because I don't remember.
This is all I remember. I might be wrong. I might be wrong. I might be wrong.
I must have fell asleep during.
All right. Well, okay, that would have been.
Yeah, he was the prince with a bunch of brothers.
That's him.
Isn't
he the son of the? Isn't the evil queen like because she was the evil one, right? Is he the son of the evil queen? I call her the evil queen.
Yeah, he is. But another thing is this like evil queen is like the big bad of this whole thing. You never meet her once in the whole book. Like she's not even in it. They just talk about her, but she's never there.
Yeah, isn't she there in the end when they tried to steal something in the throne room, one of the relics? She's there then.
I don't think she like.
You know what? There. I literally do not ask me. I stopped keeping up at a point.
I'm pretty sure she never showed up once.
But yeah, I thought he could have been an interesting character had not Rags taken so much space because they wanted to flash out Rags so he could get off with Talon and they could have sex or whatever.
Yeah, it was like flesh him out, but he wasn't actually fleshed out.
No, but he could have been interesting.
Rags and Shining Talon had this like flirtation from like the minute they like met each other to the very end of the book, and nothing happened. Absolutely nothing. Like it was so.
But to be honest,
stupid.
If I saw a hot Fae dude that like also thought I was hot, I would also just flirt with him for the whole book.
Okay, yeah, but like even if you're doing like pining or whatever, you could make it more interesting than it was. Like there was literally nothing.
That's true. They fought the warlock. Sorry, I'm interrupting.
Like, I know it's like a YA book, but like they didn't even kiss till like the last page.
Yeah.
It's like
come on.
Like their banter. Like I was like,
I enjoyed it, but then it was just bantered every time they talked, and then I was tired of it.
It wasn't even like fun. Maybe I've just been reading too much romance lately, but I was like, where's the banter?
Okay, so then we have the last character, which is Aynan. Apparently, she's a.
Oh, that's the one that I wasn't sure if it was a Fae or a person.
Yeah, I saw they did only have one chapter closer to the.
Yeah,
end.
they are trans.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
So they made the trans character have no chapters for some reason, but we are diverse.
Yeah, I was like, there was only one chapter. I think it's chapter. I just saw it like a minute ago, somewhere in the 70s.
Yeah.
That's sad that I don't remember now.
Like I thought it was cool that they like included a trans character, but they had like nothing else to do with it. Like it was just kind of glanced over, I guess.
Yeah.
Which maybe that's their way of saying like it's a normal thing here, and it's not a big deal. Like I don't know what their thinking was behind that.
Chapters to do something.
Yeah, I know. I don't know what their thinking was behind that, but like I would have liked to see more of that character because like, it was interesting.
True. Oh, their chapter 86.
Didn't.
But I don't remember anything that character did because they were literally never there.
That was the chapter they had was 86.
Can we talk about how much I like kept up because I didn't even know the character was trans until I read reviews just now.
It was very quick. Like they revealed it very quickly, and I was like, oh, okay.
Sounds very checkboxy. Yeah, it's weird that like the one other like queer character like had no page time. At least like try to even it out. It's a bit like weird that I don't like that. It's like when you have like one POC character and they get like 2 chapters.
Yeah, well, like I'm reading the first like review that I see on Goodreads, and it says it's like insert some amazing dry humor and slow burn romance. Where and then it says a transgender actress, a disabled prince, an ex-queen's guard. I was like, I felt like we read the different books.
Yeah. Definitely. Well, now we talk about all the characters. What do you guys think about the plot?
What plot?
Exactly. Where was the plot?
I don't remember what happened in the last 100 pages, but Cecilia haven't read them, so you have to say what happened, Erik, because I don't remember.
Okay, I can like summarize what I think happened.
You can leave when he said it.
No, my AC is leaking, so.
Okay.
Oh. Do you want me to like go, like keep going?
Yeah, I'll hear it.
Okay, so essentially what I remember happening is that they found this hidden chamber under the castle that had like a bunch of Fae like children that were trapped there, and I think the Queen's Guard, like Morian or whatever, was using them. Like he was like using his like mirror power by like sapping their like life energy or something. And so they like went on a rescue mission to save these kids, like this ragtag group of like Fae, and saved like some of them. And then they were on the run in the forest, like when it was over. Or no, at the end they made it to some place that it was like an underground Fae castle or something, and that's kind of like where it ends. That's what I remember.
I kind of vaguely remember the whole children being batteries thing.
Yeah, but this was all within like a very condensed
50 pages.
It was most of it was just like them traveling from place to place, trying to find these other relics, but like not actually.
I still don't get what the relics even did. Like I don't understand what they do.
They're silverware. I don't know.
This book could have been solidly just halved it. Like it could have been a good 280 pages, and I think it would have been fine.
Yeah, and only keep one pen with you. Just have Rags and the Shining Talon be flirty. We don't need the others.
Yeah, and Sorla, their relic was like their crutch. So I was like, how's this guy walking around now? Like you literally just like turned into his like relic thing. I'm like, okay, are you guys gonna help him now?
Yeah.
Anyways, I thought it was so like this book was just so silly.
Oh,
yeah,
in a fun way.
You know what I think it's time for now? The rewrite section. How would you rewrite this book?
I think all of us agree we would make it shorter.
Shorter, definitely.
Honestly, just throw it out. I feel like even the plot isn't good enough to salvage.
I think that's what I would do. I'm gonna inspired a bit by a review I read, because it's like you have the one point of view for like 100 pages, right? Yeah. And then they introduce like one point of view as they find more relics, but it wasn't even like in order of how they found the relics. What I would do is be like start off with one relic, like how they like to say like they find one.
Mm-hmm.
And then they find another one, and then instantly introduce that new character that will belong to that relic. And then like we get a bit backstory, blah 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 blah. And then they find a new one, and then instantly introduce the next character. And then as we progress, everyone will like fulfill the story, kind of.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
I don't know. And then like have it, and then like you get to know each character what that relic would do, and then they all bond together to defeat the evil queen at the end. Have it like witty and short and fun. Instead of like being whatever this is. Like I think that would work better than like
yeah. I think you're right. I thought of two things when you said it. One, it kind of sounded like what was the N.K. Jemisin book we read?
City We Became.
Yeah, it sounds very similar to that.
Yeah, but that would work better.
Well, you know, I still didn't like that book.
I love that book. So
I hated that book so much.
I love that book.
But that also, it sounds like an updated, like, magical girl kind of thing. You know, like the magical girl where it's like, there's
like you find the next one. Yeah. Like it's a.
Yeah.
But
once you meet them all, the plot starts.
if we had a magical girl vibe in this, that would be better than whatever this is. Like you find a new one, da da, and then a new one, la la. Like that would just, and then you can still be queer and fun. Like it would be a better book. Look, I rewrote it.
There you go.
You know, that's pretty good.
Recycle the paper.
Exactly. Recycle the paper.
Sarah comment that, and I was laughing.
Yeah. So just get rid of it. It's just.
I think we were supposed to find out when they collect all 6 relics, but we never get there. So they just write a whole new book. Yeah.
Yeah.
Agreed.
Honestly, just throw it out.
I feel like I know people hate it when you say this, when you have a group of people that's gonna go on a heist. People hate it when you compare it to Six of Crows. Because Six of Crows like made the YA genre and that, and then people are like, don't compare it to Six of Crows, blah blah blah. People get mad. Yeah. But I cannot help but compare this to Six of Crows, where it feels like they wanted to be Six of Crows, but they couldn't do it.
I've never read Six of Crows, so like
neither of you have read it, but like Six of Crows started a trend with heists, a group of people in YA. You like have seen it around, kinda.
Yeah.
Right? And like when authors of colors write it, people are like, stop comparing it, etc. And I do agree, like you should stop comparing it always, but it just felt like a cheap version of Six of Crows. I will be honest.
Yeah.
I can see it.
Just because in Six of Crows we actually get loads of character development, all the characters are important, and the plot is really interesting. But this just felt like a watered down version.
Very watered down.
I feel like you can see it a lot with a lot of the at least when I look at the synopsis, the way that it's formatted makes it seem like it's a Six of Crows ripoff. Because
that's what I mean.
All of the ones that are like claimed to be it have the exact same, like, not tagline, but exact same way that's formatted description where it says like where it's like a prince, a blank. It's like listing off the people.
Yeah.
That's because Six of Crows sells so well. So people try to sell things like this off as Six of Crows.
Yeah.
But yeah.
I think it's cool that on the finished cover they incorporated the like mirror shattering.
Yeah.
Like never considered that.
On mine, there's nothing. It's just like a.
Yours looks kind of sad.
Yeah, well, it's the ARC version before. It says it's not the final cover art, so.
But you know, I would rather have a sad one because it fits more for the book.
I mean, I still don't like this cover.
This is going to the little free library. Find one.
Like I wouldn't purchase this book. Like if I saw this in a bookstore, hence why it's a library copy, but I wouldn't have purchased it.
Yeah.
I blame Erik for this because he was the one who wanted to read it.
Yeah, sorry guys. This was my suggestion.
I bought this. I spent money on this, Erik, because of you. How do you feel?
I apologize. I was like, hey, a Fae book that has like representation in it. Yes, I want to read it. And then
I think we got to throw Erik out of the club for making stuff for this.
Not throw.
I'll walk myself out.
Say goodbye.
I think the next one's gonna be good.
Yeah, we could talk about the next ones a bit. So
the next like the sequel. I'm like, is it?
No, but like our next choice.
Yeah.
Next choice is actually also Erik's choice. If this also sucks, I'm never trusting you again.
I hope it's good. The back of my version just says lesbian space gunslingers, and I was like, okay, I'm in.
So this is our book for now, July. I haven't actually started yet. I got it yesterday, so granted I haven't had time yet. We will have the live show in August on Cecilia's channel.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, it's lesbian gunslingers in space. We are hyped.
Yeah, I'm very excited. I've heard other people have read this like book and said that it was fantastic. So I'm looking forward.
Well, I see some reviews of that of Master 1 too. I think they're lying.
I'm looking right now because I'm curious to see what the rating is. Oh, it's got a 4-star on Goodreads.
That's pretty good.
Bluebird or Master of 1?
Okay, Master of 1 has a 3.71.
Yeah. So
it's gonna go down when we add ours.
No.
In August, we are reading Lake Lore by Anne-Marie McLemore. This has non-binary Latinx main characters, and just seems like to be all the vibes. And I have read 3 books by this author, loved all of them. So I know I'm gonna enjoy this.
Love it.
Awesome.
Yeah. It's also really short, so it's not like it's gonna be like a heavy read. Like
I'm
less than 300 pages.
That's good because
Yeah.
I think I've decided that August I'm just gonna like mood read besides that one book.
Yeah.
So that'll be nice because I have not like mood read in so long, and I always stay to like strict TBRs. So I'm very excited to just like have open choice of whatever the hell I want to read.
I know that sounds
That's
fun.
good. And then in September, we are reading The Memory Librarian by Janelle Monet. I can't say the name. Monet?
I think it's just Monet.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And this is like a short story collection, sci-fi short story collection based on a song.
Or based off an album.
Oh, an album.
Yeah.
Same shit.
Yeah.
So that's interesting, and I wonder if I will enjoy it. I actually got all of these yesterday, like literally yesterday. The timing.
Nice.
That's
Just
good.
saying. And yeah, we are hyped.
Very. Ooh.
Yes. So
I'm
I
excited
think
for better
that-
books.
yeah,
Yeah, exactly.
whatever this was.
Here's hoping.
I mean, none of our books so far this year has been like horrible though. Like they've all been okay until this one.
Oh, okay. I was like,
Yeah.
yeah, you're right.
Like this is probably the worst one we've had all year. So.
Yeah.
Yeah, I can say that easily.
I think The Darkness Outside Us. Oh no, but I Reader was really good too.
Yeah, you're right.
It's difficult.
We'll have to rate him at the end of the year.
Yeah,
Yeah.
end of the year we will read them. So yeah, do you guys have more you want to say about the book?
Bad.
What is your final ratings?
One star.
I think mine is a 2. Like I would give it a 2. I only give a 1 when it's like absolutely like I found so many bad things about it. And like I said, like I did enjoy the beginning of the book for like the first 70 or so pages. So like that's why I think it's a 2 for me. But yeah, 2's still not great.
Yeah. I was like, I give books 1 if I can't find anything redeemable about it, and I can't find anything redeemable about this. I didn't even like the writing. I didn't even like a character. I didn't even like a plot point. No, not one thing.
I feel like I would give it 2 because I usually give 2 unless I hated the book, and I didn't hate it. But I feel like it is really a 1-star book, but I would rate it 2 on Goodreads.
Makes sense.
Like, because I only give 1-star to books that like don't like I have really strong dislikable feelings. I don't have dislikable feelings towards this because there's nothing to dislike because there's nothing in it.
Mm-hmm.
I think I've only given out like 3 1-stars ever. So
I think I've given out 3 1-stars in this book club.
My last 1-star was A Woe So Bold and Deadly by Bridget Cameron.
Mm.
I haven't
last
read that
one
one
in-
either.
Well, just read the first one. It's a standalone. Don't read the rest. There's no point.
Okay.
The first one I get 5 stars. The last one 1
Ooh,
star.
That's rough. That like it went.
That
from
was a
5
rough
to
patch
1.
for me. That was a rough patch.
Yeah.
Very, very.
Especially because like you having like a 5-star, you're expecting it to be like a good, and then
Yeah.
no, that's rough.
Very.
Hi,
That was
Erik
rough.
and all. I'm all.
Hello.
You can
Hello.
and Cecilia.
Oh, I'm and? Okay.
I'm all.
Love that.
The Cove Bloober order looks better than Master of One.
Yep.
That's sometimes the case with the inside as well.
Yeah.
Yeah.
True.
It does. It kind of
It's-
reminds me of I just completely blacked out. What am I?
It's got feathers. So.
Beating. Black Wings beating.
Yeah. Is this indie
Is it indie?
published? I think so. It's
No,
not a
it-
big publisher.
Well, it's published by Angry Robot Books, which is like it's a smaller publisher in the UK, but they strictly
Oh.
do like mainly fantasy and sci-fi, and a lot of their books are like
Well,
LGBTQ+.
if it's not one of the big 5, I call it indie.
Oh, I
think
call it
this is-
indie if it's like the author is like independently publishing, which is
Oh.
what indie means.
Oops.
Well, there's
it's-
independent publishers that are small publishers too.
Yeah, that's what
Yeah,
I
I
know.
guess that's
like an
true.
independent publisher that's not owned by a big corporation.
Yeah.
I think this publisher has been publishing since 2010, I want to say. So like a decent amount of time.
Yeah.
Well, at least a small publisher then. So
Yeah.
that's a bit fun, like to have like something different outside, like the norm,
yeah,
you know.
definitely like supporting the smaller publishers.
True.
I'm all for that.
Love it.
So yeah. Okay, do you guys have any recent queer reads you want to talk about?
I do.
Every time I ask, Erik panics.
Well, no, I just like I feel like this book has put me in a reading slump, so I'm like trying to find books that are like bringing me back in, but nothing really is doing it lately. So
That makes sense.
I don't know. Give me a second to think. I'll have one.
Okay. Do you want to go first, Sandra, or do you want me to go?
I can go. I read it today.
Okay. Love it.
I just need to take it out of my backpack because I just came out from work. Where is
That's
it?
such a cute backpack.
Thank you. I got it for my birthday.
Hey.
So today I read a manga. Boys Run the Riots. Are you going to show me that you have it too? Have you read it?
I just checked it out from the library.
Oh
The
my
first
god.
one.
Okay.
I
So
was gonna read it today.
I read it today. Oh my god, we're reading it the same day, Cecilia. We're so cute.
Who knows?
And I knew it was like LGBT plus, etc., but I didn't know it was a trans main character. And I never read a manga before who has a trans main character. So it's just really about him just being trans, and then everyone doesn't know, and he like suffers a lot from that. And then he's also going to start like a clothing brand with like his first real friend, and it's just so wholesome, but also really sad. There's like a lot of transphobia in it because people around him doesn't understand, you know. But it was just really, really good. I almost cried at work. I gave it 5 stars. I loved it.
That's so cute.
So I recommend it a lot. Oh.
I'm so excited to read it.
Yeah. Okay, your turn.
My turn?
Yeah.
Okay. So I don't physically have it because I already returned it from the library. But it's called Wind, WYND. It's a graphic novel series by
I read it. Sorry. Yeah, continue.
It's by James Tinian, the third. That's the fourth.
Yeah.
Well, that's quite a name. Okay.
I can't read Roman numerals, but it's a fantasy graphic novel series. And so like pretty much the main character, he's a wereblood, which is like pretty much like a magical being, and he falls in love like from far away with the gardener boy, and werebloods are like killed in the city that they live in. So they pretty much run away from the city, you know, with his man and stuff, with the prince. Everyone thinks they kidnapped the prince and they're trying to kill him. And there's also vampires, there's fairies.
I only read the first volume because like I got it as an e-arc. Loved it, and I need to continue. I need to buy a physical copy as well.
I read the first
sounds really good.
It was really good. It's really, really cute.
Sounds good.
I read the first volume and when it was the single issues were coming out, and then I kind of forgot about it for like 2 years, and then I was like, wait a minute, let me read the volume 1 again, and then read volume 2.
2 years. It's only been out 1 year. Oh,
no,
you mean? Yeah, I get it. Sorry.
Yeah, when the singles came out, it's like a year prior. Yeah.
Yeah, I get it now. I'm just a bit stupid sometimes.
You're good.
I'm still like thinking of a recommendation. Have I said check please before?
You have.
I have.
You have.
Not for. You can also just say, I haven't read a single queer book recently, and that's fine.
Yeah.
Well, other than this one that took me 3 weeks, like I haven't really since the last time we talked.
Yeah.
Because like I've barely been reading at all.
That is fair.
I also
I finished Leah on the Offbeat though. I did read that.
There we go. Did you like it?
I thought it was pretty good. I think I gave it like a 3 out of 5.
Okay.
Like it was all right. There were like lots of biphobic moments that you were talking about. But what was the like particular scene you were talking about?
It's like when Leah, she's bi, and then another character, her friend, comes out as bi too, Alicia, something, and then Leah is like, no, you're not. and then like totally disregards her feelings, and then
okay.
they never confront that later. She never apologizes for that. She just like kind of attacked another bi person for no reason. And
I did find that kind of weird because I was like,
yeah,
this person's like trusting you and telling you like this is what they're feeling on the inside, and you're like only thinking of your own feelings in this situation and not how this person is going through this. And I was like, wow, that's really shitty.
I know, it's even worse. It's like you're also bi, so I don't know.
Yeah, like you of all people should understand what this feels like. So
yeah, I was like, what?
Yeah, have you read it too?
I read it, when it came out years ago.
Yeah, it came out so long ago. It's been on my shelf forever, so I was like, I finally have to just read it.
I was about to like spoil something like that we haven't announced yet.
Oh my gosh.
Because I was gonna say, oh, you can rewind for the thing, Erik. But I'm not gonna say more than that.
Read what?
Why? The one Cecilia just talked about for the thing. The secret thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah, okay, got it. I checked in.
I am smooth.
Thank you. Look at you.
Very, very smooth.
Yeah. But yeah, I'm glad you enjoyed it though. Like I also think it was like a fun, cute book, but also questioning the whole like biphobia moments. Like it's fine to have biphobia moments, but I feel like you need to talk about it afterwards, especially with your friend. Like apologize. Be like, I was in the wrong, and I think that then it would be kind of a lesson, and then it's different than just like having it there unchallenged. But yeah,
true.
I didn't say anything.
Sarah.
I'm reading Coranto by Anna Maija Alto. I'm a 2/3 and still don't know if the main character and this other girl are best friends or girlfriends. Isn't that the best books though? You don't know.
Keeps you guessing.
I'm gonna search it up.
Oh,
is it Finnish? It's only is it only in Finnish? I know you read in Finnish, but that doesn't help me. Who's calling? Did someone mute themselves? Probably. Yeah, it's only in Finnish. But yeah. Here's also The Sea by Shanna Porter. I added this to my wish list, but I don't know what it was. I don't know what it's about.
I'll have to look that one up.
Yeah. Sorry, that was my coworker calling me.
Do you have to go to work?
No, she was asking where the keys to the register were, so I had to tell her.
You should just be like, they're in the trash with you. No, sorry.
It's not the bad coworker, it's the good coworker.
Oh, okay, the good one. Then,
okay,
you shouldn't say that.
Yeah, it's the good one. It's not the one that gives me gray hair. It's not that one.
But yeah, I feel like we talked about everything but the book right now. Of course.
I
feel like there was much more to say. We basically TLDR, we all hated it.
Pretty much. We all hated it.
Well, not hated is a strong word. We all disliked it and didn't. Yeah.
No, I hated it. Hate's a strong word, and I choose to use it.
Well, an alien life form comes to Earth and live in people, like they did in the Fifth Wave.
Oh, I forgot about that series.
That series.
Did you guys read the whole series? Because I want to spoil, but I shouldn't spoil.
I remember really liking the second book in that series, and then the
terrible one.
Was the second one terrible? I read it on vacation, so maybe it was like because I was on vacation, it made it better. I don't know.
It makes sense. I couldn't finish the first book.
Wow.
Yeah, they were long.
They were. If you guys haven't, I read the whole series and it was trash, and I still have my books, but I want to burn them. That's all I got to say.
Oh,
yeah, I have the whole series too, but I remember not liking the last one.
If I unhaul, they would be gone, but I don't unhaul.
I was like, this was also in the era where she doesn't.
What? How many books do you have now?
Like soon 2000, probably.
Oh my god, where do you put them all?
200. Do you see that? That's it.
Where I put them, I just scream and cry and pretend they have space.
Soon you'll be able to build a house with the books.
Yeah.
It's not 2000 yet, I think. I think it's probably like 1800 or 900. I don't know. I haven't counted in.
I do frequent unhauls to the used bookstore.
I haul and haul on the daily. Like if the minute I finish a book, If it's not going to be something I reread, it goes in the unhaul pile instantly.
Mm-hmm.
I'm savage.
I have never unhauled a book in my life.
I'm going to go unhaul books for you.
But maybe I should. Maybe I should. I need space.
If you need space, yeah.
That's the time.
According to TikTok, you only need 1,000 books to have a library. Well, I guess I have a library.
That's true. There you go.
Come to Sandra's library, but you don't get to borrow any books.
Yeah.
Love that library. But yeah, are we going to end it here? It's a bit early, but I feel like we don't have much more to say.
Yeah.
So it's
I'm
like,
right with that, yeah.
so now we're just babbling.
Yeah. No, it's
Yeah.
fine.
But yeah, we will see you all in August for Bluebird. No, wait.
Bluebird.
Yes, for Bluebird.
Yes.
And yeah, we post on socials when we are live again on Cecilia's channel.
Woo.
And
you
if you're
will
not in
see
the
us soon.
Discord, go join the Discord.
Yeah, it's super active. Sorry, I was a bit sarcastic. It is active, but not active enough. Bye.
All right, bye.
Bye, everyone.